後、その8割はガチで不幸だ。そう語るのは年間75億円以上を稼ぎ出した元投資家。60歳にしてようやくたどり着いた本当の幸せの正体とは。
What was your business?
Private equity and venture capital.
What's the most amount of money that you made in a single year?
No.
More than 10 million?
Yes.
More than 50 million?
Yes.
More than 100 million?
No.
What is the best advice you've ever been given from a billionaire?
80% of people who are worth more than $25 million are miserable. God is money, and money is God, and that's all they work for.
Are you happy?
Happiest I've ever been in my entire life. I've found fulfillment.
And you don't worship money.
Don't give a flying fuck about it.
Your last message to the younger generation.
I don't give a shit what your parents think. I don't give a shit what you're supposed to do. Go do whatever the fuck you want to do.
ただの18歳からわずか7年で億万長者へ。高級車ゲレンデを乗り回す商業不動産のプロが明かす最速で富を築くロードマップとは。
What line of business are you in?
I'm in commercial real estate.
How long have you been in the business?
Just over 10 years now.
What was the best financial decision you made throughout your career?
Buying real estate, but the way I did it getting started was I house hacked. So I got a sales job, made a bunch of money. At the time when I was 18, it was $36,000. That was enough to put down a down payment on a property. I renovated that property and then I did it again, bought another one and rented that one out and then held it. And because of the appreciation of my assets, that's what helped me become a millionaire by 25.
How much money did you make this last year?
I pocketed about $1 million.
How much did you pay in taxes?
Zero.
How is that possible?
If you're a real estate professional, then you can do something called cost segregation, which means you can buy an asset and you don't have to pay cash for the asset. You can get a loan on the asset and you can still accelerate depreciation off of your ordinary earned income and get your taxes to zero.
So what's your last message to the younger generation?
Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right.
誰も教えてくれない総資産数100億の億万長者が死ぬ直前に伝えたい究極の伝言とは。
How did you get rich?
I created my first invention in 1996.
What was the most amount of money you made in a single year?
Well, the most I ever sold in one single hour was $1 million.
Do you think everybody's built for entrepreneurship though?
No, I think entrepreneurs are a certain type. You need to believe in yourself and then you need to take risks. Didn't you?
Yeah, I did take a risk.
Did anybody tell you you couldn't do this?
Of course.
And why did you keep going?
Because nobody else's thoughts ever paid my bills.
That's right.
And you could leave one more message with the younger generation, what would that be?
What's the worst thing that can happen?
You fail and you try again.
You die. The worst thing that can happen to you in life is you die. We are all going to, but you know what? To take a risk, to live your dreams, what's the worst that can happen?
マイホームは最高の投資。そう信じていませんか？実はそれ、大富豪から見れば最悪の選択かもしれません。
You could become wealthy.
See all these beautiful buildings around you? I own retail shopping centers throughout the state of Florida.
Do you think a home is a good investment?
The home is a terrible investment. The home is not an investment.
But a lot of people would disagree with that though.
Right, I get that all the time, and I argue this point with people over and over, and I actually own a home, and I can tell you it's the stupidest investment you could make. It is not an investment. Neither is this car. It's not an investment. It's a luxury item you want to have. The problem is most people 40 years old and younger have never seen a bad real estate market. I've lived through them. And by the way, homes do go down in price.
What keeps people broke in today's world?
Lack of financial education. I was never a great student in school, but the schools simply do not teach you what to do when you get out of school. They teach you how to be good at history, math, science, and so on and so forth, but they don't teach you why you should be buying a business, not buying a damn jet ski. That's what they don't teach you.
And you could leave one more guiding principle to the younger generation, what would that be?
What worries me for your generation specifically, I have two daughters your age, is everybody's competing against a non-existent thing. What I mean by that is you guys are seeing guys, especially in Miami, in Lamborghinis at 20 years old and living in penthouses. Everybody has a penthouse in Miami. There's not that many, but everybody seems to live in one. It's just an illusion. Nobody gets there quick. So don't count other people's money. Don't compare against them, because remember, comparison is the thief of joy. As long as you're making forward progress and having fun, it's going to be great.
投資家は私だけ。大企業をバカ売れさせたあるクレイジーな裏技。
What was your business?
I make butts look better. My business was Spanx.
Was it easy for you to get investors?
It was so easy for me to get investors. You know why?
Why?
I'm the only investor. I never had a single investor in Spanx other than me, and self-funded the entire 21 years. I sat down with myself and I was like, do you want to spend your $5,000 on a vacation, or do you want to try to bet on yourself? And I bet on myself.
So you have to do whatever it takes to really become successful.
Absolutely. You do whatever it takes. takes, and I always say, ask for forgiveness, not permission.
Your last message to the younger generation trying to become a billionaire in today's world.
Ideas are the most vulnerable in the moment you have them. I waited a year before I told any friends or family what I was working on, and that's because I didn't want ego to have to get involved too early. Solve a problem, bet on yourself, and have fun.
総資産1兆円超え、コカ・コーラがひれ伏した本物の大富豪が若者に授ける学校では絶対に教えてくれない成功の法則とは。
Who's the richest person here? How did you get rich?
I sold 2 companies to a big company called, I don't know if you've heard of Coca-Cola,
How much did you sell your companies for?
$12 billion.
Do you think everybody's built for entrepreneurship?
No, I spend more time talking people out of being an entrepreneur, because this is what I say. The first 5 years for an entrepreneur, I call the survival years. Every single day, you could go bankrupt. There were days that I didn't think we could make payroll.
Did you almost fail?
No, I failed. What is the definition of failure? Going bankrupt? No, we didn't do that. Failing means I've taken to as far as I can, and now I gotta figure out another fucking way to get to the next level. I'm finding out at 55 years old, I still have a lot more to tank. I'm happy. I'm not content.
Why not?
Because there's a lot more to do. When the big guy on top gets a little too comfortable, the starving entrepreneurs are gonna eat their lunch. I've watched a lot of big companies lose innovation. They got too comfortable. I mean, one of them is Nike right now.
Most billionaires I've met have lost their minds. Are you a little crazy?
No, I started crazy, so it's not lost your minds. First of all, I think everybody's crazy. I talk about mental illness way different, okay? It's got this stigma. Everybody has something. It's okay. I am crazy, but there's nothing wrong, because crazy people change the world. And I don't want anybody to be as crazy as me, trust me. But I do want people to take chances and get a little crazier in life, and don't be afraid to fail.